What do you think? Good. Morning, everybody. It's Thursday. I believe it's September 1st, 2016, and I'm getting ready to head into work for the day. Woke up this morning a little freaking pissed off. So here's the story. That game that I played, Delta Wars, there's teams or allies or factions. And the one that I was placed on when I first started the game it's called Jarhead 001, whatever. Well, I mentioned weeks ago how I was placed in the middle of like nowhere, surrounded by enemies, and I managed to secure like 2 bases, and I was all excited about it and stuff. Well, finally the other team that we were messing with destroyed me. So I moved to a map or a level that has my whole team on it. So I had been mining for weeks, for the past 2 to 3 weeks. This week alone I spent like, I think it was like $60 on titanium to build new bases and stuff. And over the last 3 days or so, I've secured, I think, total of 5 bases now. I'm really excited, really ecstatic. And all this week, the top 2 guys, they're not even the leaders, but the top 2 guys that like, they have like 30 bases each. So you add the 2 of those guys together, and they almost have more bases than the rest of the team combined. So they were complaining about the team and this and that and all this bullshit. And yesterday, the leader came on and was trying to talk with them. Like, no, we're cool. We don't have any problems. Just wait till tomorrow. Everyone's like, huh? That was yesterday. Well, today's tomorrow. And guess what? They announced that they're going to split off. They're giving everyone 2 hours to move their troops out of the safety of their bases. What it is we park our troops by everyone else's bases, and that allows you know, the base to protect those troops from getting killed overnight or whatever. So they're only giving 2 hours, and then they said there's a 30-hour peace treaty or something. And I'm sitting here freaking out. I just spent all this money. I spent an entire week's worth of time playing this fucking game, and these guys are gonna break off. And normally it wouldn't be that big of a deal, except they own like most of the fucking map. And I'm sitting here like, wow, okay, alright. So now I need to basically figure out what to do. I don't know. It's kind of like a metaphor for my life, the way these guys are screwing me over. So I'm gonna get into work, try to log in when I get some time and see what the fuck is going on. And I'm just not happy. So I need to figure out I don't know. It's like, you know, like we're going into this holiday Labor Day weekend. I'm not gonna have like any time to play. So I might come back and the $100 that I spent building bases could be gone. So at this point, maybe I should just start mining and just hold on to what I mine with all my bases. Leave it at that. So, yeah, I guess let's stay tuned for more. Alright, what's going on? So I'm headed home for the day. It's been a quick day, so I was all wrapped up in this Delta Wars thing still. And after the video I made this morning and stuff, I was thinking about it, and I was like, there's no other way other than me losing everything that I worked for than to join those guys that deserted the original clan. I thought about it and thought about it. I'm like, those guys are too strong and too active for me to bail on them. So because of that, I was like, you know what, I gotta do it too. So I spent like $60 on the game earlier in the week, and yeah, so I had 4 bases. Is it 4 or 5 bases as of this morning? I talked everyone that like is in my corner of the level into converting or joining the same team. So now we own like this whole section of the level. And other than that, we yeah, we're just gonna like take over. So I had like 4 or 5 bases this morning. Now I have 8, and I got a pretty sweet setup, and I'm really close to getting towards a helicopter base, which I would really like. Never had one before. So the only thing is, I don't know if some of the other guys are gonna want one or steal one or whatever. So I'm like, shit, you know, like I really need this base, but I'm still not strong enough to take it by myself. So I'm gonna have to, I don't know, I'll have to get a hold of one of the strong guys, like in the middle of the night, because they're overseas somewhere, and be like, here's what I'm gonna do, you know, can you help me out? I think they would go for it. And I guess we'll find out. But so I'm headed home now. Gonna finish up the car. First things first, that's first on the list. I gotta get my car finished. Once it's finished, then I can drive it to work maybe tomorrow morning. And on my way into work, stop at Delta Sonic and have them recharge my AC system. Then now on the way home right now, I'm gonna stop and go to like Plate Against Sports or whatever, and see if I can find like a used wooden bat for cheap. So we broke the other wooden bat that we used to play 16-inch softball at Lake Carroll. So I'm gonna pick up a new bat to bring this weekend. And that's about it. So I gotta wash all of Grant's clothes tonight, get the car together. I'm gonna load all the images for that race shoot that I did over the last weekend. I'm gonna load them onto the thumb drive and ask the guy if I can just drop the thumb drive off to him maybe tomorrow morning or something. And that's about it. Just getting all the loose ends tied up, so I don't really have much free time. So yeah, so I guess that's it. I'm just rambling, but stay tuned for more.